platform called VK, basically the Russian version of Facebook. She posted innocent pictures like dinners with her husband, selfies, everyday stuff. Little did she know a troll was watching her, and that troll was about to steal her life. This person downloaded hundreds of Natalia's photos. They took those photos and created a Twitter account. They called the account Uma Compton. Same face, different name. And Uma Compton was preparing to cause a lot of trouble. The Uma Compton account introduced itself as a Christian mother.
Proud Christian mother of three, suicide survivor, anti-bully advocate.
But the things Uma Compton posted were the opposite of Christian.
Not long after the account's creation, Uma started posting and quickly garnered attention for a series of outlandish and often vulgar tweets that she would publish.
In one tweet, Uma bragged about her skills in the bedroom. Another tweet implied that she was romantically involved with her brother. Remember, this account was using Natalia's real face. People thought the woman behind those controversial tweets was bold enough to show her identity. The account went viral. Screenshots of the tweets went viral. It felt like everyone was talking about Uma Compton. But the troll behind the Uma Compton account didn't stop at tweets. They decided to make music, and things got even worse. The internet troll released full songs under the name Uma Compton. The lyrics were offensive and the quality was terrible. There were even music videos with a cartoon version of Uma, which was actually Natalia's face. Soon, she had fans who started making fan pages of her. To them, Uma Compton was an internet icon. She was famous for being inappropriate. Meanwhile, Natalia was still in Moscow living her normal life. She didn't use Twitter or speak English, so she had no idea that she was the face of Uma Compton. That's probably why the troll chose her in the first place.
um, I'm so sorry for not. I woke it up not too long ago. Also, my mother is going to work soon. I did screenshotted your a few of your messages. I thank all of you for being here, even though not every single one of you is here because I know Bronny, Jerry. I hope Jerry's doing okay and Brian is doing well. Darren, wherever the heck he is, and so is Walker Care Less. I've just been really, 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 really just tired. So I'm doing fine. I wanted to watch the Pakistan video by a traveler named Drew Binsky because he's from my state. He's a really great guy though. He's Jewish, and I've seen his videos a bit, but I may watch that later. I'm not sure. So that's why I live streamed 3 hours later than I should have. So that was my mistake. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because of my poor mental health. That's probably why I stream so late, and I feel awful that all of you feel this way. And art, dear, that means a lot. So it's just a habit of me saying that. So, I just been doing my best to hang in there. And you saw the community post. You're concerned, Greg. I had a feeling you would be, along with Dumbo and everyone else. I just had to share what's been going on, not to have anyone being harassed. It's just I sometimes feel that I'm not allowed to speak up how I feel of incidents, and that's why I've been taking it really crucially by commenting on many videos, and I need to comment more. So I'm glad that Art basically found my channel through the comments. I'm gonna keep going, and I did comment on 19 videos today. It would have been more, but I've just been so tired. And yeah, I do watch those videos at least halfway, or depending how long they are. I don't just watch this and then unless they're short, then view away because it's some my favorite YouTubers, especially the oh yeah, I was supposed to comment on Audi's Essentials video right before I dozed off with my pup on my mother's bed earlier. So I was so damn tired. Anyway, and that means a lot, Tiffany. I hope Lawrence did okay as well. So besides that, I'm watching a video from Visual Venture. It's titled Innocent Lives Ruined by Internet Trolls. And I have to say, it's really, really heartbreaking. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with these cases. Sucks I can't show the screen, so you can only hear the audio. But it's posting people's lives that, let's just say, kind of sort of it to me, kind of. So it's really interesting because it was posted 11 hours ago.
Seeing that like someone who would
Also,
never
I haven't
kind of
brushed my teeth in 2 days, so I need to brush while I'm on a live stream. And dump on me too. Honestly, 60 others couldn't arrive. Also, I'm still a little bit upset that YouTube, oh, won't get rid of those darn strikes. So that's why I've been commenting on her videos, even if they don't get read, because I always thought people don't like what I wanted to say, and that's why I don't bother reading notifications. I don't care, honestly. But seeing that all of you, well, not just Dumbo, well, actually all of you except for Dumbo that were here from the comments, it means a lot. Dumbbell, I did eat the chicken nuggets a few hours ago, or whenever I set up the community post. As long as I can't scroll up the comments because it glitches and it won't allow me to scroll up any further. But I did, and of course our microwave is still having problems, but we're supposed to get that repaired.
But then,
And Tiffany, you treated at YouTube. That means actually, come to think of it, that's really thoughtful of you and Greg, because Tim told me that earlier. Yeah.
full slipped up and everything came crashing down. In January 2016, the Uma Compton account uploaded a new photo of Natalia. She was pointing at a street sign written in Russian. In the background, there was a phone number. A reporter named Ryan saw the post. Immediately, he realized that something was off. Uma always tweeted that she lived in America. So why was the street sign written in Russian? Ryan looked up the phone number. It led him to Natalia's VK page in Russia. Natalia's page had the exact same photos Uma Compton was using, but it showed a completely different person. Ryan reached out to Natalia and her husband. When he told them about Uma Compton, they were shocked. Ryan knew he had to expose the truth, so he published his findings. And the internet finally saw it. Uma Compton wasn't real. It was just a troll causing mischief with stolen pictures. Twitter banned the Uma Compton account, but by then the damage was permanent. Tweets had already been screenshotted. Songs were downloaded and reposted. Natalia's face was tied to all that disgusting content, and she could no longer come to America because if she did, she would be recognized as one of the worst people ever. Natalia's face was stolen and she didn't even know it until it was too late. But here's the scary part. This could happen to any of us because your personal information is already floating online. Not because of some troll, but because of data brokers. So they sell your private information without your consent. They make no attempt to stop scammers or even stalkers from buying it. Why? Because they make billions of dollars a year off of it. And I don't understand why, but it is completely legal. So I know you guys might not understand the gravity of what I'm saying right now, but I've had firsthand experience with people stealing my information.
I was the sponsor.
threatening me with it.
I feel bad. I had to skip sponsors. I wonder what happened to that woman.
More than enough time for them to start moving your information online. Caitlin Upton. Caitlin Upton thought she was about to become a beauty queen. Instead, she became the target of internet trolls who ruined her life. In November 2006, Caitlin became Miss Teen South Carolina, and it was time to take the next step. She moved on to the national stage, Miss Teen USA.
Tonight, 51 of the hottest teens from all over the
I didn't know there was
nation are getting ready
teen
to compete for
Miss
the Dream of a
Universes.
Lifetime.
Really?
It was a huge event. Millions were watching live from home. Caitlin made it to the top 5. That's when the questions began. One of the judges asked her a question.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
It was a question about education and geography, but maybe Caitlin was nervous because what came out next was not a logical answer. It was a mess.
Because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as.
The crowd went silent. The host froze. He wanted to help her, but he couldn't.
As a
Mario
host, They
Lopez?
specifically tell me that you're not allowed to say anything or help the contestant at all.
Caitlin wasn't the first to fumble during a pageant, but internet trolls decided to make her suffer for her mistake. Someone clipped Caitlin's mistake and posted it online. It spread it like wildfire. The video crossed 1 million views on YouTube. On Reddit, the comments were vicious. One said, "This is what having a brain fart looks like." They made memes and parody videos. One showed cartoons dancing in her brain.
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because
But the online jokes spilled into her real life. One day, Caitlin's family found a strange letter in the mailbox. It contained hateful comments telling Caitlin to go die for your stupidity.
Oh my
At a college
goodness!
party, a group of guys recognized her. and they started mocking her on the spot. Her mental health took a hit. She didn't feel safe in public. Caitlin even lost childhood friends because they were embarrassed to be seen.
Are
with
you
her.
kidding me?
The trolling slowly became less and less. And after all these years, Caitlin was finally able to move on with her life. This next case is about a kind gesture that backfired.
You know what? I kind of
Nicola
just
Brooks.
may I say something? As someone that has been pushed around by a lot of people, I wanted to say one thing, and this is that I hope Art doesn't get offended. I always feel a little bit nervous about Mexicans. Let me explain. Because they didn't like me. They were always homophobic. They didn't like black people. And I know there are great Mexicans out there, but they're kind of brutal. I don't know why. They just are for some reason. I mean, a lot of my crushes were Mexican. And the schools I went to mostly Mexican. I mean, I did have Mexican friends and all, I did. But I always felt that I had to act differently because it's that still that they're not as kind as I thought they would be, right? And I always feel that if I was one of them, I would feel that I belong somewhere. That's why I don't like speaking Spanish sometimes because I would get bullied for it, right? And I always feel like I don't belong. Like, I probably will not go to Mexico unless I have enough support by people of that race, right? Honestly, even though my mother did dated a Mexican man because my brother he's half Mexican, but I always feel that they don't like me for some odd reason, just because I'm a little bit dirty. You'd be surprised. I would get called the F word, right? I would get racially profiled. I remember when I used to go to, it was supposed to be, Ciudad de Comida y Mercado de Rancho. Basically, these are two Mexican grocery stores that are really popular in our state. The Food City and the Ranch Market. I remember that back when I was or at least Dumbo's age, that when I want to go in there because it was like around your kilo, 106 degrees outside, which is average here. The manager, whom is Mexican, told me to leave. Right, I didn't do anything wrong. And then when I was at Food City, I then got kicked out, of course. I would get a weird look because I'm a little dark. That's why if I hear Spanish, I get nervous because, like, do I belong here? Unless I'm basically an attractive, built black man, I suppose. Like, I have to fit a damn stereotype just to feel that I fit in, right? That's why I'm kind of shocked if my viewers are mostly black. I mean, don't you like rappers? Don't you like the ones who say the N word that have like really nappy hair that look as though they have a gun or something? I'm just surprised that my viewers are fine with me being black stereotype. If that actually makes sense. I'm surprised because people like, again, what he did was great for helping a homeless man in Greece and other stuff. Some stuff he did was really bad, but at least he matured out of it. They like him. They like Kai Cenat, right? And I always thought that, oh, you know what? Maybe being black, I have to act ghetto. I have to basically be, let's just say, the stereotypical blonde white woman. That's the male opposite for a black man. I gotta basically have my pants sag, right? I gotta act basically a thug to basically feel accepted, right? And I'm thinking, why do I got viewers that may be black that live in the East Coast? Don't they like that stuff? I know that's mean of me. I'm not being racist here, but I see a pattern because I always feel that I had to be that stereotype. I don't act like that. That's not how I was raised. Being a black in my state is much different than, let's just say, in Georgia, which is where Dumbo's from, or even in the Carolinas, maybe New York, and don't get over Florida, right? I always think that if I would act as though I'm a criminal, right, or act though because if you're a male, you have to act that you're a killer. You have to act you don't have emotions, because I'm thinking maybe I'm so glad that a lot of us men don't die or something because you have children, right? And it was sucks that they had to raise like that. If that makes sense. I don't know. I had to just get this out of my system because I always feel that in human society, you have to act a stereotype just to be, I hate that word, accepted, right? And that's why I'm thinking, why do I have viewers that want to be here? Don't they want to follow someone of that stereotype? I don't get it. You know, it's really interesting to me. You know, that actually makes sense. I don't know. So Greg, Kai Cenat, he's supposed to be the most popular streamer. Well, he's one of them on Twitch that basically met many celebrities that is black. I'm not sure what state that he's from, but he's really well known, similar to basically Actual Speed, whom is this black streamer that travels in many countries, which I'm jealous of because I wish I basically had that luxury. And I'm just not a fan of him. I'm not. I mean, he did short. It's just that he's really loud, which it is part of his personality. Nothing wrong with that. And a lot of people love him and such. I mean, even adults. And I always, felt that I have to be like him just to be accepted, right? Because especially, just to be a little bit off topic. Okay, I hope that Art doesn't feel offended. Mexicans are known for being really extroverted, right? And I always think that I do not belong around them because, well, one, I don't speak Spanish properly. I'm semi-fluent in Spanish. Two, well, they're just really macho. And three, they just don't want to be around me. I'm just thinking, are Mexicans really that nice or are they not? And people keep thinking I'm racist. I'm not trying to come off that way. It's just that people will get offended. I'm sorry, but people wonder why that when I have certain viewers, I'm thinking, well, they not like me though. That actually makes sense. That's why if someone is Irish, I met a lot of great Irish Americans, right? An Irish friend of mine, they're always treating me well. British people, though, not so much, right? I'm thinking, like, why? I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to come off as xenophobic. I'm telling people this is from my experiences, and they would immediately get offended. I want people of all different backgrounds to feel comfortable on my channel, but it's always the attractive and travel ones that are really attractive that have everything. I'm jealous of them because they get by in life so darn easy. And I don't know, maybe it's so uncanny if a Mexican is kind to me because I'm so used to being abused by them. I am. I always keep getting this because I still got video proof when there was this Mexican guy at Walmart that did not like me, and he basically spread false info about me that I shoplift. And there was two white men that worked there. One of them they don't want to get my name. It's so funny. They didn't tell me to stop filming. I still got that. I still got that video incident. I'm not gonna forget why they did. Not to mention of those two Mexican officers that falsely detained me for no apparent reason. And then a couple of Mexican men that asked me, because I used to hang out with that woman, asked me if I smoke weed. I don't know. Sometimes I don't like being black because I always felt that if you're black, you're a demon or something. No, absolutely not. But darn it, people keep making it that way. It sickens me. It sickens me a lot. That's why I'm glad I'm really short. And I'm a nerd. I might need to make a video about what people get wrong about black people. I'm not one of them. Well, maybe because I'm not a southern black. I'm a southwestern black. Big difference, right? I don't know where it is, everyone, because it's only YouTube. I'm not sure where Dumbo went, but it makes me embarrassed because I always feel that when you think about Japan, you think about people that are just really incident by their own business and such, right? Even though they have a strict society. But if you think about blacks, let's just say from Africa, right? You're thinking that they're dirty or, they're just horrible people. No, I'm tired of this. I am. I hate when people keep. That's why I'm going to see videos about black fatigue. It gets exhausting. I get it. Yes, there are awful blacks out there. Trust me, I met some, but I still got a video which I wanted to post of a black guy that his name is Antonio, right? He loved my St. Patrick's pants. There needs to be more black man like him. I want to upload it because he was so sweet to me. He's not the stereotypical black person that you think about in Memphis or Detroit or New Orleans or Atlanta, Charlotte. Don't get started on Miami. Even though Miami is mostly Mexican, or not Mexican, pardon me, Cuban, right? Again, I grew up in a different environment, right? It's all different types of races. But the thing is out here, we have the Canadian type of mannerism, right? We don't act the same as people in the deep south. Whatever they go through, it's much different, And I don't want people to get the wrong way. So and you're kind of keys getting blocked on, but I hate YouTube for this. I am, and that's why I want to educate people that I want to just have people that would accept me, regardless of the background. But it's as though they give me a reason that, oh my goodness, are people of this racial group or this nationality or like this? That's why when you think about India, right? You think about they will scam you, they're really dirty, they're rapists. If that's the case, which sadly it is in a way, why do I accept Nelson? He's Indian. If that was the case, if I was racist, right, I would have blocked him right away. I was thinking, oh, this nasty Indian shouldn't be here because he likes to rape women. He likes to stare a lot. They basically would just put Coca-Cola in their weird tacos. Basically what you see, that was New Delhi. It's basically thinking that, oh my goodness, it's as though that blacks from New York or the equivalent of every American. No, New Delhi is the largest city in India. New York is the largest city. And I was just coming on this other video or this channel. I subscribed to him because he helped my depression momentarily about this is why I don't want to leave home because of how filthy New Yorkers are. It's not like that here in Phoenix. Yes, we basically have some people that do drugs and all. If that's the case, then why are there so many friendly homeless people that I've met? I don't get that. Honestly, Phoenix is, yes, we have our own problems, but it's way different compared to New Yorkers. Way different. Or people in the Midwest. I mean, yes, sometimes our officers can be a little hot-headed. I know. I'm not sure it's because we live not too far from the border that basically has to do with it. Because I know in Mexico, their country's kind of corrupted. I know. And Nelson, no mistake. See? I don't want people to get the idea that, if you meet an Indian, they're like this. Nay. Okay? Nay. I'm tired of this. I am. I'm tired of these dumb stereotypes. I really am. Honestly. You want to know something? I wish I could marry. Well, I'm just saying this. I'm just making this up. I want to marry anyone. But let's just say I find Mexican men so attractive. I would love to date one. Right? Because a lot of my crushes were Mexican. They're really hot because of how macho they are. And maybe it's because I got bullied by a lot of them. And I find them attractive because I know that they're known for being they're really intimidating. They are. I know because I was around a lot of Mexicans and I always had to not be the feminine. Well, I'm slightly feminine. I'm not Buddha forbid. That motherfucker, James Charles. Hi, sister. I do not like him. I don't like him for what he has done. Straight voice. He could go to hell for what he did. I don't like people supporting him because he would harass them. Leave them alone. They're straight. Honestly, the 4 boys that I've met, they're all straight. And I love all of them from all my heart. I do, especially one because I have a crush on him. Right? I'm not kidding. I would get nervous. I think about him a lot. He's fucking hot. From my language. He's tall. And I got really nervous. I think one of them, I'm not sure if they're acting gay around me, though. I wish I got it on camera, though. And I got really shy. I'm thinking these guys are tall, right? When I'm around guys, I get intimidated because of the height, right? Honestly, because I'm attracted to guys, but in the affectionate way. I think that's why I get nervous when most of my viewers are guys, because I don't give off that macho, sporty type of energy. That's not. I somewhat like sports, right? I do. It's just that I know that I'll probably get made fun of. Honestly, heck, I mean, even when I was in high school, my friend group, right? Jesus, he was sweet. He didn't care if he was gay. Well, I like to say ace. It's whatever. I'm ace questioning, okay? Because again, if you think about Mexico back then, they were pretty homophobic, right? But yet again, in Central America, they're worse. They probably beat you up if they know that you are a little bit on the soft side, right? So the thing is, when I worn a gay bracelet because I'm an ally, right? He felt a little uncomfortable. He didn't want me to wear it, and I respect that. Don't worry, he's not. Oh, what is this? Faggoty bracelet. He just says that I don't feel comfortable. Maybe it's because he don't want other people or the other students to thinking that he's gay because of me, and I respect that. It was a different time back then. Being gay was not legal yet. In my state, it wasn't. Right? So basically, I love all of those three boys. Him, I think that other one was named Emmanuel, and then his brother. He doesn't talk much, right? They still treat me as I'm one of them. So that's the environment that I grew up in. That's why I find Mexicans really intimidating, because I grew up around them. I get nervous because I don't know how to react. They really are intimidating. I'm sorry, they are. Again, if you have not lived in a Mexican neighborhood like I haven't, or I have, you may not understand. Not to mention, I grew up hearing a lot of, they're called like tribal, um, I forgot the other one. Let's just say tribal music. Think about Bavarian music. That's what a lot of Mexicans are known for. I would hear that a lot throughout my neighborhood. Not to mention, music that kind of relates to the cartel, right? So yeah, out here, you sometimes have to be really careful. Honestly, I'm just surprised that, man, there are Mexicans out there that didn't want to harass me or something. You know, honestly, that's why I don't want to get in the rough side. If that makes sense. Not to mention, I was raped by a lot of Mexican men in the past. I was. So I just had to share this because, well, I had a quite interesting past with people who are Mexican. I love them, I do, but I always felt like, why don't they love me back? Honestly, because I don't know. I always thought that they don't like my skin color. You know, especially for the white they're called Latina, or not Latinas. Blancos is basically are Mexicans that have white ancestry. So basically, Alaman, Flese, por ejemplo, también, basically those backgrounds, right? Especially since a lot of these Mexicans are Sonorans, right? They tend to be really tall, of course, and even from Sinaloa, which basically that's where the cartels are from as well. So yeah, let's just say I grew up in this environment. I grew up with I guess the Mexicans, or at least that I know of, that did drugs. And let's just say legally, right? So I've been through it all. I have. And I have to act street smart in a way. That's why I always feel safe walking at night compared to the daytime. Because let's just say that when I meet this man, they only want sex with me. They only want something, right? It was a different time back then. Like, let's just say that I want friends, right? The only way I could find them is on that gay app. And yeah, I did got robbed once. Well, I didn't get beat. Well, that was an old middle school friend of mine that want revenge. He was Mexican. I got my phone stolen, right, when they dropped me off. This is when I was in high school at one time. So, and then there was a really hot 30-year-old Mexican man that I like. I was 18. So yes, I was of age and I consent to that, right? So, I liked him a lot. I did. And I just wish other Mexicans though had. I know they are sweet people. I'm just thinking maybe the ones that aren't are Mexican American. I don't know. I don't know. No lo sé. Pero loco sé. It's viva. It's viva. Honestly, it's to live. I guess. Yo creo. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just had to just get this out of my chest. What? Let me scroll up. Wait, is Mason? You're gay? Are you serious? No way! Oh my god! I didn't know you were gay. No way! I think you're straight. I want to see Mason. If I would met you, I would be nervous because I'm sorry, because you're 21, right? I hope this is not inappropriate. I think when you say your height, it was kind of hot because I would be nervous if I met a gay guy your height. I don't know why. I never. I never met a gay guy that is your height before. And I get nervous around gay guys. And I feel awful that you got called the F word. It fucking sucks, doesn't it? And or muchas gracias, mijo. That means a lot. Not to mention, I'm not offended because I used to be very afraid of white people. Really? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. White people fucking, well, okay, not Dumbo, but some, I know by experience, or I get it, because I was wishing discriminated by white people. I was just, actually, you know, so funny. We, you know, the social, I was discriminated by my own. Blacks didn't like me because I'm not dark. I'm brown, but I'm still black. It's just that my skin pigment is brown. They didn't treat me well either. You know, every race did not like me. It's weird. Blacks, whites. I mean, God, Buddha forbid whites. I was discriminated by Vietnamese people. They didn't like me. I think they're the only Asian group, honestly. Like Darren, if he was here, he would know what I'm talking about. I was treated well by Chinese. Vietnamese, oh my God, they did not like blacks for some reason. I do not know why. Honest, especially how that motherfucker Yen Tun treated me. I'm thinking you're the one that called me your little black chocolate. And oh my God, I'm thinking I'm not gonna go to Vietnam anytime soon. If I'm treated like this by those people, no. I'm gonna stay away from that country for a while. I'm sorry that I'm thinking, Dion, it's not. Well, the thing is, why did he have his village? Why did he tell his village about me and they want to say nasty stuff about me because I don't want to marry him? Actually, I'm surprised that Vietnamese people are not as homophobic as I thought. So it's kind of weird. And all the nasty stuff he did to me. I'm thinking, I want to feel safe, especially with my size. Literally. I knew that, Mason. Oh, well, love to hear a sad fact. I never told my coach I was gay back in high school because I was afraid he kicked me out. Oh, Mason. I know where you're coming from because in football, right? They're known for being like the blanket because Dumbo, he knows about this. Oh, Dumbo, you know what I'm talking about. Especially how those officers mistreated you. Yeah, white people, they get mistreated by their own. I'm shocked, especially what happened to that paraplegic and the blind man. They're both white and they get mistreated. I'm thinking, why are white Americans like this? Why? Because you like Donald Trump? You're supporting a fucking child rapist. But Mason, dear, I totally get where you're coming from. No, because of how you cannot be out similar to how in rappers, right? They're always homophobic and they will beat someone. That's because they're gay. I don't get it. I literally don't. It sickens me. That's why I don't like rap music because I know why does my dogs keep barking? They're known for being really homophobic, right? And I always get nervous when I hear rap music sometimes because I'm thinking if this person likes rap, they're homophobic. That's not true though. But you know, it's something else. Honestly. And you love the gay Nelson? Oh, doing that's so dope of you to say that. I know Indians are not known for being as really gay friendly, and I just have to say Indians are really hot. Honestly, I think Indians are really attractive. Regardless, like they do have a long way to go, but I don't want Indians to feel that, you know, because of the way their country is, that they're dirty. No, the reason why I like Indians is because they do yoga. Let's just say because the fetishes I mentioned, like Wesley, right? I love Indian men for that. They're fucking attractive. I just wanted to share this because I'm tired of how people keep breaking them down. I don't want anyone to harass Indians. No. Same way for Pakistanis. No. That's not how it goes in my channel. In fact, the more diversity on this channel, the better it is. I don't want this to be homogeneous. That's not healthy. Okay? I mean, because we are, except for, well, yeah, Nelson, he's an American in my eyes. We're all American. Well, okay, Greg, but he lived here in Arizona, so I would call him a Canadian American, because he's been here for 2 years. We're all American, right? So I'm just tired of it. I am. And what's another sad fact, Mason? You have a brother that's gay art? Really? You never I understand that. Yo comprendo porque in I know in Mexican society, right? I mean, I know for some Mexican parents, they thinking it's really frowned upon because as I mentioned, right? From my experience, being the emotional feminine type is really frowned upon. I always wonder why though. Well, I'm not just a cartel thing, but of I always wonder why Mexicans are really macho though. The majority. They are sweet Mexicans. I met a couple. I do. I think I don't know. It's hard to explain it. Maybe that's why I'm so attracted to masculine men because that's the environment that I grew up in. Let's just say if I was in South Korea, and I know Dumbo loves K-pop. They're known for being feminine. There are masculine South Koreans. Oh yes, but they're more okay. They're more androgynous, so that makes sense. Well, for Mexican though, it's more macho. Kind of the same way for Indians, but yet again, Indians they're more a little bit touchy compared to Mexicans though. So I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm not much of a touchy person. I don't know because I know a lot of Mexicans though. They're not like that. I don't know though. It's hard. I mean, I don't know. Well, I met amazing Mexican. Oh, again, I'm trying to remember of all the ones I've met. So, but you love every person else, and that's wonderful. And I'm so sorry, Tiffany. I don't know why your comments keep getting blocked. And Greg, your internet went out again. My ex-boyfriend only. He had a stomach fetish, which I didn't mind doing. Right. But I hated how that was the only thing. I'm so sorry, Mason. I am. I remember when I came home after we lost the basketball game, I was generally upset, right? Because you sharing, Mason. I want to share this because I have a stomach fetish myself, right? And I want you to know this. Your boyfriend is disgusting for what he did. Like, let's just say when I talked to Wesley, right? Because, yeah, he was 18 when I met him. Well, he did till he was 19, but I mean, as long as he's an adult age, then I'm fine with it. You know? Because if that wasn't the case, I wouldn't be sharing all of this. I think his body was hot. And I don't want to talk to him just for that. I mean, I'm just thinking this is the hottest guy, and he's way shorter than you. He's only 5'3", but god damn, he's so attractive. And I wanted to get to know him more. I loved him that much that I would ask him. I never do this to a guy. I would ask if I could be in a relationship with him. And he said that, well, he's not interested in dating anyone and that the distance was far, right? And I want to get to know him personally. He told me that he had depression, he had anxiety, and I didn't care. I still liked him. I didn't care if he's not good in English. I guess because he's so attractive. And he doesn't need to be tall though. I just like how he does that stomach dancing stuff. It's so masculine to me. And he had quite a bit of body hair. And I'm attracted to that because it shows how mature he is. Or at least he looked like he's in his early 20s to me. It's just like he has a baby face. I don't know what he looks like, but part of his face looked young. I'm attracted to maturity. And I'm just telling him that Wesley, I like you and I want to get to know you more. And it was a little difficult to talk to him though. And plus he's the one that reached out to me about our fetish. And I didn't even ask for nudes, not even once. Because I feel that it will make him uncomfortable. I've barely seen what his nipples look like. I've only seen him lifting up his shirt because I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable. So, I literally have all of our messages as proof. For some reason, Instagram removed his photos that he shared with me. I don't know what the heck is up with that darn app. And I wanted to cry because I missed a shot that would have won the game. And Mason Hunt, I don't want you to blame yourself for that. What's worse, there were scouts. Scouts. You mean Boy Scouts? I did so. I think I remember hearing that word before. I did so bad that game that ruined my possibilities of going to college level basketball. Right. I remember doing awful things to Mason, dear. You did nothing wrong. I just want to say that football is a really difficult sport, and you shouldn't have to blame yourself for that. Oh, so Mason, you do that too? Oh wow, I didn't knew that. So he wanted you to do the yoga exercise. I know Nelson knows what it is. It's Noli Kriya, right? This is why I want to. This is why I'm glad Nelson is here. For the ones who know what I'm talking about, right? Noli is a yoga fetish, or not a fetish. Pardon me. It's a yoga exercise that's known in India, right? That they practice to be healthy, to massage their intestines or whatever, right? It's a really attractive yoga exercise. This is why I love Indians so much for this. I'm tired of how maybe this is why I'm glad to have this fetish, because I'm telling people, yes, I know you don't like Indians, but I'm sorry, but stop saying so much nasty stuff about them. Why so many of them are hot? I'm sorry, I want to say this. They're harder than Chinese people. I love Chinese people. Oh god, Chinese guys are hot, but Indian guys are hotter. And I wanted to learn their language, right? And I mean, yes, I feel bad because of that fetish I built. Because the reason why I like this is because I took yoga. I had to, okay? I didn't choose it. So you couldn't blame me for this, okay? In high school, they would give you electives. I had yoga. Okay, I had no choice. I mean, I'm not complaining because hey, I could sleep. And oh my gosh, just seeing the way that the boys will lay down, I can see their stomach showing. Oh, like this is heaven. Oh no. And some of these boys are pretty thin, right? Again, most of my school is Mexican, so that makes it even better. And in college, I had to take it again, right? So my mother, she was with me, and oh god, there was a hot Mexican guy that had a mohawk. Oh my gosh, he was so sexy, proper language. And I felt bad because I kept looking at him. Okay, again, I was in college. I think he was like a little older than me. And oh my gosh. And I was curious to look up this stuff. I discovered at a young age. And a lot of boys did this on YouTube, right? And I fell in love with this ever since. You know, I don't like nudity that much. In fact, seeing a guy's, you know what? I mean, it's I like seeing it, but at the same time, it's kind of gross. You can see how asexual I am, right? That's why I don't care about nudes. I like the stomach part, right? And you know, that's why, like, when I know about this, I'm thinking, wow, men, I don't need to date an Indian guy, you know, because they're known for that, right? I'm sure Nelson, you heard of Baba Ramdev? Oh no, Nelson, are you kidding me? You do naughty too? Oh my Buddha, you gotta be kidding me! Oh my gosh, that's awesome! Oh my gosh, Nelson, dear, I wanna say this. Your Indian culture is magnificent. I do not want you to feel awful for being Indian. Okay, I want to say this. That's why I love Indians. Okay, yes, I know they're known for being a little behind in social, you know, whatever development. But the thing is, let me say this very quick. You know why I love about India? Not just because of the Nolly part. They're really family oriented, right? I know there are some backstories about India. Okay, I get it. Just like us Americans, you know what? The child marriages, we can relate to that. Okay, here in the US, we're easily as guilty. I know. Okay, this comes from someone that is molested at a young age. Okay, so I want people to know that. Okay, two, I love Hinduism. I think Hinduism is one of the most beautiful religions. Okay, you know, Vishnu, um, okay, all I know, Nelson, can you name the Hindu gods? All I know Vishnu. Vishnu and the elephant god, right? I forgot the name of it. Damn it. I just want to say, if you haven't watched a lot of animes, I get so emotional when I see stuff like that. If you have not watched Hunter x Hunter, if you have not watched Naruto, that's what really makes me curious of Hinduism, right? And of course, you can see why I practice Buddhism in a way, because I love the religion. Okay, and not to mention, I kind of believe in reincarnation. I can't. Oh, I want to say this for Nelson, very quick. You want to know why I believe in reincarnation? This is gonna get a little emotional for me. I met this really gorgeous girl, right? I have a video of it. I mean, I'm trying to get my other channel back. We were working at Target. I did a video. She didn't mind. She had the most beautiful Siberian Husky. It was a female, right? That Husky reminded me of Elijah before he died. And I'm thinking maybe that's Elijah in a different soul, in a different body, right? And this is kind of for someone that loves Avatar, right? You know, the last Airbender, those are the Korra. I do kind of believe in reincarnation. I kind of do. I kind of do. I kind of do believe in reincarnation. I do. Honestly, I know this seems silly, but this is why I love Asia. You know, India. I would love to go to Nepal. There is actually this Nepali man. Oh my gosh, he does Noli so well. He's fucking hot. God, I love his stomach. His navel is nice. Oh God, he was so hot. And I'm thinking, do I need to go to like India, Nepal, or somewhere? Because these men are hot, and I love their religion, and they're out and they love nature. Okay, maybe that's why I find them so attractive. I don't know why. Like, I would love to go to. I know India is not. I don't care. Where I'm from, it's not that safe either. But for me, it is. You know, that's why I'm so open for these religions, especially. Okay, very quick. And Mason, dear, feel free to keep commenting. I kind of believe in Jainism in a way. Jainism is similar to Buddhism or Hinduism, right? Jainism is when you don't like to kill like little insects. There are videos of me that I would. Okay, you want to know something? When I say a jumping spider, I cried when it died. Right? I know you're thinking, Dion, why crying over a spider? Well, because maybe it helped me for my suicidal thoughts and it was adorable. Right? I do like some insects. I do. Okay? I'm so in touch with nature. I know a lot of Indians are in touch with nature. Where I live, oh, you'd be surprised how beautiful it is in my state. And by the way, we do have some Indians that do live here. Not a lot compared to, let's just say, Chicago or maybe Virginia, well, Richmond or even Atlanta. But this is why I love Indians for that, right? Because I love being out in nature like that. Okay? Literally. Even the little caterpillar. I want to say this. Maybe this is why I love Indians a lot. Pokemon, right? Indians love Pokemon. I do not know why. I'm not sure because of the religion, because, you know, they know about different, like, living beings and all. Maybe that's why they love it so much. I need to date an Indian guy, do I? Oh my God. Not to mention their hair. Oh my God. I love Indians. They're hairy. I love their beards, mustaches, the hair. Oh God, they're fucking hot. Especially they're tall. That's a bonus. You know? I wish I know a little bit more Hindi, but I don't. Literally. I'm sorry. I have a thing for Indians. I do. Okay, like Asians in general. Well, every race. All right. Wait, Mama, did you tell me that you actually helped you supported a gay couple before I was born? You worked for a gay couple. Really? Wait, this is wait, the two gay men gay. Are you serious? And they're a white couple? You heard that? All right. Again, this is back when I was a baby, and being gay was not accepted back then. My mother helped a gay couple that had AIDS. So, oh no, so you like the Husky that Dunavant? Yeah, he's basically a per dog that we actually have in our family. And Mason, you like spiders? Not the big poison ones, right? So I'm not the only one. You want to know something, Mason? Because my brother doesn't know about this. We have the cute little daddy long legs. I think it has a wife as well because it's a smaller one that would hang like in front of our door. I always look them up whenever I'm in the kitchen. They've been up there for the past 2 months, and I love them. I do. I even had a little pet, but I was a little upset when it died because I know how to take care of it, and I still, let's just say, I have some dead insects in the container. I'm gonna have to flush them, but they're so cute. And when it crawled on me, I still have that video, but I need to get the other channel back. Well, first I need to get the damn community guideline strikes get rid of, and then when I get back on that channel, I'll be coming on it on as well. it was trying to get out, and I felt awful because, all right, mama, what, mama? All right. It was trying to get out, and it tickled. You know, it's like if you're having like a little hair crawling on you. It was so cute. I would call it wall of flinchy. And I don't know why everyone's comments keep getting blocked. YouTube, go suck a banana. Literally, you can't be treating my fucking viewers like this. We're all adults. Golly. Anyway, Greg, your wife believes in reincarnation? Really? And I hope Tiffany's alright, because I've seen her not commenting. Your wife is still hospitalized? I'm just glad she's alright. That's all that matters right now. And also, you love nature? That's good. Oh, no, she had to go. No, because I noticed it's 8 o'clock. And you never use Instagram? I don't blame you. So, scouts, that scout for players in high school. Oh. And Mason, I just wanted to say, do not feel pressure to come out. You don't owe your parents anything. You don't, whenever you're ready. And if they disown you because you're gay, that's their problem. Right. Oh, really, Mason? How cute. Oh, someone. Okay, that looked creepy, didn't it? You saw that in the background? I always wonder why for animals' eyes it glows. That's somewhere. Mason hon, I want you to know that even though that you'll never be able to go to NBA, I want to share this with you, okay? Your life is definitely far from over. Like, let's just say if you ever want to do a TikTok and you wanted to play basketball videos, you could still, get known for that, right? It just sucks that you have to basically succeed someone in high school just to be in the NBA. I don't get it. I don't. I want you to know that you did nothing wrong. Also, your ex, he could suck a fucking eggplant. I'm so sorry that he treated you that way because of that. I'm just so shocked that you and Nelson know how to do Nolly. I'm shocked. I really am. Honestly, I never knew that out of this whole time that, a half Japanese, a half black guy that can do that, and an Indian guy that can do that. I feel awful the way that your ex has been treated or treated you. Honestly, I just had to feel it's basically similar to NFL because of how, oh, you know what, you gotta practice a lot of good takedowns and basically being hush, mamas, hush. What? Being good at quarterback and whatnot. See, the thing is, for me personally, I've never been a fan of sports that much. Like, let's just say that in high school, right, I took golf. It'd be nice if I was a professional golf player like Tiger Woods. And golf was fucking hard. Because I remember that when we had to practice hitting on the green, I sucked at it. Right? It looked like it was like a par 4. It was a big, big golf course. Right? Because out here in Phoenix, we're known for a lot of golf courses. I know in Japan, they love their golf. So I love Japan for that. And I still remember the incident. I got hit by a golf ball. It didn't hurt. But I feel that, you know what? This may not work out for me because since this is before I really got healthy. Like, I've been healthy, but let's just say I wasn't in shape physically to walk for distances that I'm now. Because, I was still slimmer and I was taller in high school. I shrunk for some odd reason, which I'm glad I did because I like being short. It just means that I could look up to tall guys even more. It took a lot of mental discipline. having to stay after school, and then we basically have to practice for an hour. It sucks. Like I used to collect a lot of golf balls. I had, let's just say, half a dozen of them. I wish I still have them because I did like golf. I did. And as a Nintendo fan, right, I used to play a lot of the Mario sports games growing up, from Mario Golf Toaster Tour to Mario Power Tennis, Mario Strikers, which is soccer, right? I'm not even that good at soccer, but it just takes so much mental and physical sacrifice just to be good at sports. People don't know. It's really difficult to, think about what Messi is doing, or think about Michael Jordan, for example, right? It's not easy doing sports. It's not. Hell, even for girls, it's not easy. Because, with the, I forgot the female NBA, I forgot what the name of it, right? And then volleyball. Because as someone that loves the Olympics, I wish I would compete in the Olympics. I wish I did track and field, because I'm pretty, let's just say I could walk 3 miles in 45 minutes. I'm not kidding. And that's normal speed. I could walk 3 miles in normal speed. So, because I remember when I used to go to Dollar Tree, I would always tell myself when I leave the house, when I get there, I'm not jogging. This is walking. And I do this a lot. And people tell me that, wow, you walk fast. You're a mission. Well, yeah, because I like walking. I wish I did track and field. I could got a medal like Usain Bolt. Heck, I would love to do gymnastics basically similar to Simone Biles. I think she's awesome. Honestly. No, those are Black people that I want to see more on media than the ones that would, talk about crime and being ghetto or whatever. No. That's not how it is. And going to M&A was your dream, Mason. I totally understand that. And that's okay that you don't have a TikTok, honestly. I just want to know, Mason, that, even though you cannot be NBA, I'm trying to think. Because I know that's your passion, right? I'm trying to think. Hold on. Wait, let me read about this. I know I practice hours and hours every day to train for basketball. And losing it all in the end destroyed me. I even became not a whole doll. Mason, I totally understand. I know what you mean by hikikomori. Right. I totally get it. Mason. I do. I just want to say that, you know what? Even though you cannot basically compete for the NBA, I know this is going to sound corny. You are a star in my eyes. I know that sounds really corny. Because, heck, I know there's other tall guys out there that want to be in the NBA, but they wouldn't make it. So, I'm trying to think, because I don't know much about basketball, but Mason, I don't want you to feel guilty about yourself. You're doing better, right? So that was 5 years ago, right? I don't say that, you know what, even though you can be, well, I think you can still be in it, right? You just had to go to college for it. You can still study. At least I hope that you can, because I know what you mean. I know that's a Japanese person that would say that, because I forgot you told me you're half Japanese and half Black. You're Blackanese. That, you know what, you should still practice. And that, honestly, it's as corny as it is, it's never too late, hon, to basically be the NBA. It's never too late. And even you can't go to college right now, do not feel guilty. Honestly, I wish I didn't went to college right away. Plus, I didn't like college that much. And art, oh, that's okay, Nelson. Now, I can still understand you. If you need to use a translator, you can, dear. And speaking of football, I read something about what? James Conner. He had cancer? That's terrible. I'm gonna look him up later on, Art. Honestly, I don't know much about my football team now, but I love our team. Let's just say, us Arizonans, we love our football team more than anyone else. It's so weird because other states, they like other teams. but we're still part of our own. Even though I don't think we made it to the Super Bowl unless it was once, right? I know a lot of people say that our team sucks. Well, we still love them. We have it in our bumpers in front of our cars. We wear the outfits. We love our state a lot. So that's horrible that he's diagnosed with cancer. I'm gonna look him up. James Conner. And as much as I love sports, I despise how strict and superficial. Oh yeah, definitely. Sports is not easy. I think that's why I feel like I have a lot of sympathy for people that want to be athletes. Like, let's just say gaming. Gaming is really serious. I always want to go to a gaming tournament so badly because I'm a Smash player, right? I love Smash Brothers. I'm pretty good at it. No, I know I'm nowhere near good as many others, but honestly, people need to understand athletes, they have to work outside and all. Like, I know us gamers, so well, we just play. Well, no, it's not just controller because you gotta, well, I mean, maybe also being, like, let's just say for me, why gaming is so important to me, it's a little different than being an athlete, right? Because when I played a lot of Smash Brothers growing up, it helped me, I forgot what it is. It helped me have a lot of good movement, right? Like when I go out for my walks, I'm more alert of my backgrounds or my surroundings than, well, it's hard to explain it. Well, then I was younger, I guess. Right? And I know a lot of people thinking that, oh yeah, video games, you can make a living. Yes. And yes, there's discipline. You got to be really good at it. A lot of people don't know that. That's why we got video game tournaments. I wish I was in the Smash tournament. I know I heard some awful stuff because of how a lot of them tend to be groomer. Well, not just groomers, but worse than that. And I feel a little guilty of being a Smash because people thinking that, oh yeah, if you play Smash, you'll be part of that. No. Like, I mean, even though what Zero did was not right because he was 19 and she was 14, but he admitted what he did was wrong. And I'm glad that he basically matured and, that he wouldn't do that again. He shouldn't be forever shunned. Yes, what he did to ask a girl to masturbate with an ice cube. Yes, that was not right at all. That was sick of him doing that, but I don't want him to kill himself. So, and I thought he was hot. I feel bad for saying that because he's from Chile, right? He's a Chilean American YouTuber that I don't know if they're together though. I've heard stories about it because I grew up with Smash Brothers all my life. So I wish I could do more videos of it, but I just don't have the equipment for it. Oh, you gotta go sleep now, Sin? Well, sleep well, dear. Thank you so much for being here. So James Conner back in 2015 was diagnosed and was reported. That's terrible. But he beat the cancer? That's awesome. Oh, Greg, it's groomer. I'm sorry. Not, groom, like, when you groom your dogs. Grooming is when you, well, it's not oriented with someone that's underage. Kind of like what Yen Tun did. He groomed me because he wanted me to be, I'm not sure if it's like controlling someone, but he wanted, I'm not sure what the exact definition is. He like what he did, he would buy gifts just for me to like him when what he did to me was wrong, right? He would buy me a dildo. I do not know why the hell he bought me one. That was disgusting. Having his weird Vietnamese name tag and other stuff. I don't know why the hell he did that. That's what grooming is. And Mason, I know this is gonna be a little weird for me to ask this, but because you're Japanese, right? I forgot Japanese people do this too. How did you know? Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'll ask you tomorrow. I'm sorry. It's about the naughty thing, but because I was shocked when you told me about that, because what you just did was sickening. Oh, I'll do you the update of Alicia. I hope I hope that she's quiet. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, I'm not. Oh shit! I forgot I'm not dressed. I forgot how late it is. Damn it! I wish I didn't woke up so late because Tiffany had to go and then Mason had to go, and I really do want to. I just hope Alicia's doing all right. And let's see. Nelson had to go, so I had to share that with him. And Dumbo isn't here. I just noticed that. Wait. Oh, wait. Mason, I'm so sorry. Hold on. That's good. That's good. However, depending on her next surgeries go. I hope she doesn't have brain damage. I hope not. I want to share this with you, Mason. The reason why, that caught me off guard is because my mother's boyfriend, he has short-term memory loss. Chris, he basically was in a car accident and he had like a little brain injury. He's fine. Don't worry. He's healthy as a horse. It's just that sometimes he forgets. So I totally know where you're coming from. And you're doing the best you can, Mason. And I'm glad that you're here, Dumbo. I know you both, all three of you will make through this. I hope she does. But I want to ask this before you go. How did you learn Nolly? Because you know what, I want to say that for the way that your boyfriend treated you, he's a fucking freak. He is, and this is good for someone that has that fetish, because it'd be like as though if I only want to use Wesley for that. Absolutely not. I mean, only if you want, because I just that caught me off guard when you said that because I didn't know. I thought you were like the, I mean, I didn't know you were gay. I think you're straight. So it caught me off guard. See, I should have talked about you should talk about this more. I guess it's because when I mentioned in my community post, I thought people would, especially because I care for people that are in a gay community and that went through abuse and such, and it's a lot, especially what Shelby went through. With her ex. So, that caught me off guard. In a great way, it did, because I'm thinking, like, did I say something? So, oh, gotcha. So I'm sorry, this is so random. So Keith, because I'm just glad you dumped him. Kind of like everyone's like relationships are this bad, except for Greg's. At least I just know that he's been. I just hope that his wife is doing well, especially what his son went through. Like you just learned it, because I think some people, like, you can't. I mean, you cannot. Well, some people, I think they had to. I don't know. It's like if you're born with during like if you're conjoined, right? Like when you could like flex your fingers or whatever. Like you had to be born knowing how to do it. I don't know. I can't do that. That's one thing. Because I always seen like you had to be pretty thin. Well, not always. Leslie was chubby. Oh my gosh, he was hot when he did it. Like I cared if he was chubby, short. I liked him a lot. I wish he could talk to me again. I want to know what he's doing, but no, he never messaged me. I'm thinking like, Wesley, I miss you. I hope that your father is doing well, that you've been taking care of, and your CNA job that we talked about. And he just vanished. I was devastated when he got robbed. I'm thinking like, what? Like I feel awful that I liked him a lot because of the fetish, but the thing is though, it made me want to get to know him more. So, and I hope he's doing well. I hope he is. Because he has not been online. So I don't know what the hell he's doing. Oh my god. I wish I never met him though, because damn it, I still keep thinking about him. I wish I knew what he looked like. God damn it. I wish I'd never met him. Because of him, he makes me really want to study Portuguese, and oh my god, I've been watching some Brazilian videos. Like every time I keep, oh god, I don't know. Sorry, I'm sharing a little much. I just want to share this because I know how you feel, and I hate how he told me that I only cared about him because my heart races every time that he does that stuff. Well, yeah, because you're hot, but that's not the thing, Wesley. You're the one that likes to send a lot of videos, though. You know, like, I wouldn't know that you're not comfortable. Honestly, that's why I asked him for news, because I don't want to push his buttons. No. It's just like he liked doing it. And, all right, you know what? Yeah, of course I'm going to like it if he likes it. So, because it's consensually. So, it's okay, Mason, hon. I totally understand. I know. It's a little weird. I don't want you to worry about it. I just want to say he's a fucking freak. I know. Because I was told something similar. Not to mention a few of my fucking viewers that kept telling me to dance on camera. No, absolutely not. I mean, I'm glad that they basically apologized. Like, I don't want to be seen as a horrible human being, but a couple of them asked me. I'm thinking, no, I'm not doing it. Because one, I was 16. They're fucking, I don't care if you're underage. That's fucking disgusting if you asking me to do that. It was a girl that asked me to dance. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Absolutely not. And then another fucking asshole, pardon my language. Smiley, he can die in a ditch for basically how the way he treated me. I'm thinking, yeah, you know, letting me drink inappropriate stuff in my live stream. No. I don't know how some of these streamers okay. I'm so sorry, Mason. I just hope that you sleep well. And you know what, for those people that caused this for Alicia, I hope that they go to prison for a long time. I hope they do. If an influencer could get 9 years in prison for his pranks, I hope that, I hate saying this, I hope that they could kind of get life for what they did. Or, I don't know, some severe consequence and paying for the hospital bills, whatever. I hope they're paying for what they fucking did. You did? Wait, how? Mason, before you go, tell me. And Mason, I'm so sorry. I don't know what the hell's wrong with YouTube. And your back hurts? I'm sorry to hear that. And you remember wrestling? Yeah. I know it's late. Oh, God, I'm gonna. Okay, if I live stream a little earlier than usual tomorrow, it just means that I don't want to. I don't want to live stream later, or I will doze off again. So I may live stream like around 4:20 my time. I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to do it like if I had to go do it as early as 4, I'm gonna have to. I know Dumbo won't. You have to take care of things, but I'm gonna have to live stream at 4 if I decided to. I can't stream so late. Because Mason, you told us that it was a, well, it would be considered, well, it's not attempted murder, but it would be considered manslaughter, because at least that's what I think it is, right? Because I try to learn more about the stuff of all the police videos I've been watching, because the thing is, if you basically ran someone over, let's see, how does it go? Shit. Usually, if someone dies, I remember, it's not murder, of course not, because they didn't do it on purpose. But yet again, it's their fucking fault that they were on the wheel. I'm not sure how heavy a charge of manslaughter it is. It's not as heavy as, of course, well, I don't know, aggravated assault of a deadly weapon, which is the car. So, okay, she was. Yeah, okay, Mason, that sounds perfect, hon. She was crossing the street, and the person. Okay, so she was crossing the street, right? Right. So she was a pedestrian. She dropped something in the car. I'm shocked she survived from that. I hope that was an accident. Even then, because I thought this is like drunk driving. Her skull cracked. Yeah, Dumba, my reaction exactly. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm shocked that she survived. Oh my Buddha, are you kidding me? That's insane. Good. The footage, that's good. That's good. So there's surveillance. See, this is why every street needs to have those. I see a lot of car accidents in my neighborhood. Hey, Red, welcome. Honestly, you'd be surprised. If you look at my Instagram, there were some car accidents that I've seen. Even though I did not like how when one officer yelled at me, I didn't got this on camera, right? I wasn't even that close. I was across the other side. And she said, keep walking. I'm thinking like, okay, like, I'm not gonna yell at an officer. I'm thinking like, man, did her, like, what's up in her vagina? You know? I'm thinking like, okay, like, what's she yelling for? So, I mean, that's a long time ago. But I know some officers can be a little hot-headed. But I've seen a lot of them. But I'm just glad that there's surveillance footage, Mason. That's good. So, because that could be used in court. And I hope it's by accident. Even then, because, well, okay, I'm trying to think, right? She was crossing the crosswalk. So that was the driver's huge mistake because she was crossing. I've seen a lot of those videos when people go through red lights, which is totally illegal. So, I'm trying to think. Like, they need to be reliable, absolutely. I know by experience because I got run over myself. Well, only the palm. So I know how it feels. And Dema, I can see your comments. I don't know why YouTube's acting like this. Literally. Also, I don't know if Sharp Art is still here. I feel bad because let me screw up what he said. Oh, he was a sweetheart, honestly. Thank goodness you're okay. I was worrying. Oh, Mason, dear. I'm sorry you felt that way. Oh, so no one. Okay, not okay. So the notifications haven't been working. Got it. To anyone who mistreats you, they can go right in hell. You're a cool, we have a lot in common. Oh, Art, that's sweet of you. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm just reading the comments from an hour ago. Like, I understand how you feel. I feel similar when I came around, right? So that's what Art said. And Dumbo says he hates stereotypes, right? I just want to say I like how you're explaining everything. So that's what Tiffany said. Unlike your personality, you belong. Whoever saying you don't belong could go to hell. So, Art said that. As a Mexican, you belong. I got your back. Oh. I love reading this. This is why I screenshot all of these, because I like reading back on them. All right, I think I already caught up. Okay. Oh, Art, dear. Oh, yeah, no problem. So, Mason, if you want to go to bed now, you can. I'm just glad you're sharing all this with us, and I hope that they get charged. Like, I mean, even if it's an accident, at the same time, it doesn't sound like it, because the thing is, since they're driving through, because, I mean, there has to be some law. About, you know what, I'm thinking about, well, not a law, but there's something else. I don't know, it's just one view. But the thing is, okay, I saw this somewhere on YouTube, right? There's this thing that I wish I could do. You know, when you're a pedestrian, right? When you cross the crosswalk, you would have like a little flag, or maybe, I don't know. Like, I was thinking about some shoes or something, but that sounds stupid. I'm thinking, like, if I could be this person that would invent this, because where I'm from, car accidents and people that get run over is pretty common. I hear this all the time. If you look up the Phoenix News, another car accident that happened at I-17, a car accident that happened at 48th of Cactus, whatever, it happens a lot. It does. I'm used to it. I mean, it's better than maybe, I don't know, people that get shot or kidnapped or whatever. I want to just hear about car accidents. It's so common here. So, yes, it's my pleasure, Mason. Oh my God, we got a newcomer! Hey, West Coast! Hello! In Art, I just read your comments earlier. You are a sweetheart. I want you to know that. And people thinking I don't respond. Oh no, I do. I just rumble a lot because that's what being autistic is. I just hope that the community post didn't, well, I know, made everyone concerned. I just don't want anyone to bully him or anything. I just felt a little bit hurt what he did. Because, you know, we are in terms now. I don't want people to thinking that he's a saint. I mean, he's not a horrible person. It's just that, well, what he did in the past, I still got screenshots of it. He shouldn't be doing that in the first place, right? So, it's good that he caught out a YouTuber that had 2 million subscribers because he was spreading misinformation about, he could go to hell. That YouTuber that he exposed about Steven Hillenberg, no one should make anything false about his death. Not to mention, he helps a lot of people in the autistic community, so he can fucking go to hell for that. I haven't saw the video because I'm not a fan of Kurt Shishi. I'm sorry, but I wanted to let people know that what he did was, I don't care if he's underage. Like, you're old enough to know what you did was wrong. He's not, like, he should be punished. Well, he, like, let's just say that he should, you know, again, because I still got the Gmail, whatever. I'll up that later. I just don't want him to, like, we are in terms now, but the thing is, I do not want him on my channel. I don't. Like, yeah, he may lost someone that died, whatever. Well, I did too. Yeah, I said something wrong. But the thing is, though, he kind of started this stuff. So, yeah. I just had to ensure that. I still got screenshots of it. And yeah, it you know, even though I think he said that I groomed him. Like, don't start. I remember he did deleted that. I'm glad he did because you better not spreading false information about me. Dumbo, you know, you remember that live stream, right? You remembered? I'm so sorry. I know that was a long time ago, right? But it still hurts in the end. You know, I want people to know that. I just, you know, I just don't want him, like, once this channel gets known, I do want to make a video of people that cyberbully me that I don't want people to harm. No. I just want to call them out. What they did was really uncalled for. So, you know, I want to assure that. And not to mention, he did got a lot of support when he got his channel back. And I want to do the same thing. Because I've been through it all. And I don't want to keep getting pushed around anymore. Oh, West Coast! I don't have the Switch. I'm too poor. Oh, it's dead, I think. Yeah, it's dead. Oh, I still got the original Switch, right? I forgot to charge it. Right. Oh, Art, what question you want to ask me? Yep, Dumbo, that's correct. Because the thing is, you saw the community post, right? That's his Twitter. I'm just a little bit jealous because he's sweet. You know, I'm glad that he didn't, I told him, don't call me bro or whatever. And he respected that. You know, it means a lot. It's just that the damage is still there. You know, I need to talk about this tomorrow. My favorite movie, Greg. That's a good question. I don't know. Well, I guess The Emperor's New Groove. Up. All right. You know what? You can ask me if you want. I don't mind. So, I mean, I have more than one favorite movie. It just depends. But I love The Emperor's New Groove. Yep, Art, that's true. So I don't want people to keep treating us as a saint, you know? That's why I'm gonna get more people. I do want to show what he did, but I don't want him on my channel anymore. Also, I don't like how you said that. Oh, you gotta leave me. Like I'm not. Yeah, I did tag you, but like what you did was still a little bit hurtful. You're not a saint, dear. You're not. You know. So I just had to get out of my system because I want people to thinking he's perfect. He's far from perfect. Plus, I mean, he does seem a little childish. Like I know that yeah, he seems smart, he gets his own sponsors, but dear, you're still a little childish yourself. That's because you're a decade younger than me. Doesn't mean jack. So I had to share that, because I don't want these like there are like every YouTuber, even I did some terrible stuff, of course. But I admit what I did because well, I know what I did. It just takes time to talk about it. What about Johnny Somali? What the hell? I thought he was supposed to be in jail. What's going on in Greece? Slams the door on illegal immigrants. Well, go Greece. Go Greece. I love that word, Greece. I don't know why. Wait, what's this? Oh, Slade. He would find us funny if he was here. What is this? Hold on. I'm not religious, but I want to listen to it.
Well, a set of teenage triplets is blowing up social media. The Helms brothers are using Instagram to pray, have fun, then tell people about Jesus.
Oh, is this? Oh, never mind. I thought this was a Christian news.
In just 1 year, they've gained more than 355,000 followers. Well, Wendy Griffith caught up with the trio at their home in Denver, North Carolina.
Meet the Helms brothers, Gage, Till, and Caden.
Are they twins?
About a year ago,
Triplets?
their parents gave the 18-year-old identical triplets the green light to get on social media, never dreaming they'd become literal overnight sensations.
We always talk to people about Jesus in person and stuff, but like Phil said, we knew social media was blowing up and we never had it our whole life. So we were like, well, we can use it for a good purpose. So we started then and just made one video that really took everything off. And it was a back to school video, how just let your light shine, let Jesus shine through you.
I encourage all of you guys to be set apart this year. If you see somebody sitting alone in a lunch by themselves, go sit by them, ask people how their day is going, just talk to people about Jesus, be that kind person that's hungry.
We made that video, we posted it, and we went to sleep. It was at night, it was like 9 at night, and then we woke up and it just blew up, and we were like, what just happened? It had like 100,000 views, and we were like, wait.
I'm kind of jealous in a way. I don't know why. I want to talk about religion myself too. Hold on, I want to read this because I grew up Baptist, right? I do love Christians, I do, I really do. It's just the homophobic ones can kick rocks. So it says here they have more than 255,000 followers, right? So I'm sorry, but I want to be around them. Then I'm sorry. I know this is me. I know he's a great guy and all, but I want to be around these three boys than Kurt Tucci himself, right? Because he can be a little toxic sometimes. I'm sorry. I've just had to share that. It felt good because I feel like he's going to target me for it. But I think he's a little negative sometimes. I want to be around that. So that it's a town named Denver. So they basically talk about praying, have fun, and tell people about Jesus, right? My mother's boyfriend is a Christian, mind you. So about a year ago, their parents gave the 18-year-old identical triplets, so they're 19 now, right? Gage, Till, and Caden the green light to get on social media, never dreaming to become little overnight sensations. We always talk to people about Jesus in person and stuff. And we knew social media was blowing up, and we never had it our whole life. So we were like, we can use it for a good purpose, Gage said. Right, that makes sense.
The brothers say their topics ranging from how to deal with peer pressure to dating advice come easy to them.
We usually do like what we're like struggling on or what we're thinking about. Like for a long time in the beginning at school, we were like, a lot of people don't have hope, so we need to talk about hope. And then we were like, a lot of people are having doubt, like they're doubting God. So we're like, we can really talk about doubt because everybody doubts at some point.
So once the guys find a scripture and a topic for their daily devotional, all they need is a great location. Well, they just happen to live next to beautiful Lake Norman near Charlotte, North Carolina. And then this is when the magic happens.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This video is for all the youth out there, and we're going to share a Bible verse with you guys. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. It is good, pleasing, and perfect." That's exactly right, guys. There's so many things that are trendy right now, and all these teenagers are following all these certain things. I just want to encourage you guys to follow Jesus. He might not be trending, but he is the way, the truth, and the life.
Although they have many followers their own age, some of their biggest fans are moms.
So our
Really?
friends will be like, yeah, my mom follows you guys, and she sends me all these videos, so that's like funny.
When the brothers aren't posting videos, they're wrestling. All three have won numerous awards in high school
That's
and
awesome.
plan to wrestle together this fall at Gardner-Webb University. Their mom, Charity, says she's not surprised they chose wrestling. Born premature, they literally had to fight for their lives.
Oh, that's
They were
terrible.
born at 28 weeks, and they only were 2 pounds.
2 pounds?
They were on ventilator, early on. and
Oh
they
my
struggled.
God.
They all came home completely healthy, and I'm like, don't take that for
By
granted.
the way, I want to share this. I'm so sorry for being off topic. I want to share this. Dumbo's sister is a Christian. I just want everyone to know that she is a Christian. She is, and she is such a sweetheart. She is. Honestly, I wanted to share that, especially where Dumbo's from, because he lives in the deep south, right?
That you get to wrestle, that you get to be healthy, smart teenage boy. Like, we're blessed, and I'll never take that for granted.
The guys say wrestling has also taught them spiritual lessons.
The Bible says that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and darkness. Like, I gotta wake up every day, and instead of like, okay, I gotta become the best wrestler I gotta be. No, I gotta fight like my flesh, and I gotta pursue Jesus.
Although the world may be just getting to know the Helms triplets, their mom says their love for Jesus and preaching started at an early age.
No credit deserved here is as you well know, it's all about what God chooses to do. He many times chooses the least of us to do wonderful and great things, and not to say they're least, but 3 kids from North Carolina are out spreading the gospel all around the world.
Stepfather Jeff has helped raise them since they were 3.
They live out their faith. One of the things that we try to teach them from an early age, words don't carry a lot of meaning these days, but faith, action, how you live your life is what people respond to. Being a light, kids sit by
Wait, who
themselves.
else is Christian on my channel? Okay, Dumbo's sister. Damn it. I know Slade is. Fuck. I forgot who else is a Christian on this channel. God damn it, I forgot. Shit. I forgot who else was Christian on here.
City there. There's a built-in genuineness, I think, that people responded to.
Gage, Till, and Caden say while their focus will be on the books and wrestling at college, they still plan to post Christian social media content and would also be open to other opportunities.
We've always said, this is Mom always said, we can have our own reality TV show.
This house is never quiet.
Yeah,
This house is never quiet.
whatever God has planned. I think we could like entertain people though. I mean, we entertain each other.
Wendy Griffith, CBN News, Denver, North Carolina.
You know what? Even though, because I still got some flashbacks of how other Christians treated me,